Welcome to PECO Control Systems app, PECOPlus. You can access PECOPlus by phone or by computer. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is download PECOPlus onto your phone. The second thing is to add a thermostat, and then third, you need to connect to the internet. So once you've downloaded the app, you can create your own login for PECOPlus. Then you need to add a thermostat. You'll be asked to add that as soon as you've logged in if one's not already connected. There should be a found thermostat in the list. If your thermostat is on and available, you can go through some additional steps if you can't find it. Connect to the network. You need to, under the select SSID, this will be where you'll go look for your network name. And so you might need to scroll down in order to find it. But once you found it, put that in and then put your password in and then name your thermostat and hit save. The following will discuss how to connect a thermostat to PECOPlus on your phone. This is the T8168 Wi-Fi thermostat, and today I'm going to show you how to connect it to the PECOPlus app. So I have my app up on my phone, and I already have one thermostat connected, so I'm going to show you how to connect another one. So this comes up and it says the found thermostats. So there's a list there, and I need to know the last 4 digits of this thermostat so I can connect it. So how I do that is I'm going to go over and go into the service menu by holding the lower left and lower right buttons. I'm going to navigate to 930, and then it says F5, and I need to, the last 2 digits are F0. So now that I know what that is, I can select that unit, and then I'm going to need to connect to a network. This will find all the networks in the area, so you may have to scroll down to find yours. But mine's right here. I'm going to select it, and then I'm also going to enter my password. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to pick a name for it. I'm just going to call this one Marcia. Save. And now this is going to connect that thermostat to the PECOPlus app. Now it's connected. You may also need to go back to service menu 950 and set it to 1 to get the connection made, but this is all connected, and now we can go to this thermostat and we can make adjustments to it. We can also look at both thermostats at the same time. It's noteworthy that this may take a few minutes to update to the current set point values. And we're done. PECOPlus.com allows you to view your thermostats from your computer. Let's go to PECOPlus.com. This will give you access to the PECOPlus dashboard for your thermostats. If you do not have an account at this menu, you can create an account and get yourself credentials. Once you have those, you can enter them in and then submit, and it will take you to the dashboard. This is mine. I have 2 thermostats connected, one called Marcia, one called New Thermostat. So in this case, we're just going to look at the one that called Marcia. I'm going to adjust the temperature from here. You can see it's currently in occupied 1 mode. I can also change the mode setting. I can change the fan setting if I choose to. And you can see when I adjusted the temperature that it created an override. So I can cancel that override from here. And that just shows you how you can control the thermostat from this location. You also have the ability to do some of the thermostat settings from here. If you put a zip code in, it will automatically select your time zone. You can go around that and manually enter your date and time if you prefer. You can also set Fahrenheit, Celsius, and 12 to 24 hours. The keypad lockout will allow you to lock out some keys or all the keys. You also can set the range high and range low. This is the range that the thermostat is allowed to be set at. So you can bring those in. They're normally 50 and 90, I believe. The override is also a key feature is you can set, this one happens to be set for 4 hours. So if you create an override, it'll go for 4 hours before it goes back to how the normal thermostat would be running. You can also set to the next event. So in the case of this schedule that's over here, you can see that if I come in at 8:30, that it would go all the way till 6 o'clock before it would uh, go back to its regular scheduling. Other key features in here are the ability to share the thermostat, so you can enter someone's name and their email address and send them an invite, and you can then they can get access to the thermostat so that both of you can have it, or you can just transfer it. Also, there's the ability to see the override. You can see here, this is the override that I put in there, so you can see who changed the thermostat and when. Also, there's our privacy policy and the legal policy. You can also remove thermostats from your dashboard from here as well. So let's talk a little bit about the scheduling. This one is currently set up for 4 events a day. So those options are over here. So I could set this up for 2 or 4 options and 5 2. So we'll go back over here and look at that. So now you see how that looks. Um, so let's go back to 4 events a day here. And I can turn on or off the scheduling. So at this point, I turned it off, and when I turn it back on, it just goes back to the system default, which is 4 events a day. These are real easy to change. So you can just go in here and you can select the days that you want to change, and you can select a change to the time and the temperature if you want, and you can set those, and it just automatically updates that. So that's just a quick view of our dashboard, and this gives you great visibility on what your different controls you have set are.